everyone, welcome back. This is Nicole from Prim and Planning, and today I'm going to share my October Daily 2024 with you. So if you watched my previous video, you would have seen that I was actually planning on continuing a Over the Years album that I had, a black velvet one that I had gotten from scrapbook.com, and I was totally inspired by Natalie. I will put her in the description box below. She was working on an October Daily, and she was using the October Daily Prompts by Serena B. Creative, and I was completely inspired by her, and I needed to work on one as well. So I didn't end up touching my Over the Years album, and I solely worked on this throughout the month, and it's a labor of love. It was a lot of work. These projects usually are, I find. These ones, Week in the Life, like they're just a lot of work. I didn't even get to finish showing them all on Instagram before the month was over and we're moving on to Christmas. So I think I got halfway through this book showing photos on Instagram, but that's okay. I'm going to show you a flip through now and put it up, and it'll always be there. And I'm really happy that I finished it. Obviously, I love seeing it all put together and how chunky it got, and you know, this is really holding together, so it's awesome. So like I said, I used these prompts here. I believe she put these out a few years ago, but they were pretty fun, and again, this is what I was inspired to do. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is a Simple Daisy notebook from Coco Daisy. It's from the October collection called Cozy Season. And when I had gotten the notebook, or the Simple Daisy TN, I didn't really have a plan for it, so I was just going to put it into my collection of items, but I was happy that I was able to use it. So I used some stickers, and a stamp from October is from the last year's stamp, as well as some older stickers. So let's get into it. Okay. So on the first page here, I'll just set it down and just flip through like this. On the first page here is, I wanted to include the October calendar from the month of October from the collection. I think this was in the planner kit, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought it was the perfect way to keep track, but also a great place to use it, since I never know how to use these calendars. So I thought that was a perfect spot. And then I'll go through the book, and I definitely will tell you what items I am using. So it's a whole bunch of different collections. So I know we have some Coco Daisy items, some items from Paige Evans, some items from Studio Calico, I believe this one was. So it's just a mix. So instead of including this here, because I just couldn't figure out how to make it work with the vibe, I just printed them out on a sticker paper and rewrote them and printed them out here, so I could use the pretty paper from Coco Daisy's collection and added some additional tags. So that is in the first pocket. This pocket here is an oldie but goodie from Felicity Jane. So pretty. I love that it's a vellum. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to keep this on the side so I can read it every now and again. But this is the first one. So is October bucket list. So like Natalie did, I went and I purchased some printables from Bitter Lemon Digitals, and she's on Etsy. And they're just really cool. I love the graphics. I added a, what are those called? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. But one of those where they, you know, clamp on the other side so that I could swivel them around and use both. And they're just really fun and pretty. We actually didn't get a lot done for Halloween. I feel like it comes so fast, and then it's time to move on to Christmas. So I used some washi tape, some alphas, and some stickers from the Coco Daisy collection. Okay, so for day 2, so throughout this book, I did most of the time days 1, day 2. Sometimes it was a whole spread for one, and I'll show you when that happened. So for day 2, it's leaves. So I had it outside. I got a picture of me standing in the leaves. And at the beginning of October, the trees were still quite, in summer mode. So I got what I could. I added some wood veneers, and I tried to include journaling as well as always including the title. A lot of this collection is actually from the September Cocoa Daisy collection called Little Bee Cottage. I was still holding on to that one as well when we went into October, so I used it a couple times throughout this book. So we have these pretty leaves here as well, and I just added a couple tags, and I thought that was really pretty. For day 3, these 2 tags are actually from the Paige Evans Tricks and Treats collections. So I just stamped on there and wrote my little journaling on a tag there. And what it was Halloween. So not Halloween, but Halloween. So I just took a large photo of the new items I had gotten this year for Halloween, added a little bit of trim because I always love when people do that, and called that Spread Done. So let's move on to the next one. So day 4 was Home Sweet Haunted Home. I had a lot of photos I wanted to include, so I actually I used this envelope from Felicity Jane, and I created a little accordion so that I could include more than one photo of just our decorations around the house and our new blow-ups outside as well. So I just talked about that as well. And then this little guide's from the Paige Evans collection, so that just hold it in there, and I thought that was pretty cute, and I love a good interactive element. So for day 5, we have Lazy Bones, and it ended up landing on the day that I did a virtual event, which was super fun and not lazy at all because it was so much work and it was so fast and nonstop, and I created so many amazing items. So that was so much fun with Paige and Megan, and it was really good time. So not so much lazy bones, but I did sit all day long, all day, working and working and working. So I used some items from Photoplay's Lil Boo thing. I think that's the collection. And it came together really nicely. So for day 6, because I'm using a Cocoa Daisy Simple Daisy notebook, these pages are already designed, and so I wanted to try to use what I could and not have to overlap any of the pictures. So for day 6, we have our favorite fall scent. I took a picture of my new candle that I absolutely loved for the fall, White Pumpkin from Bath and Body Works. So beautiful. And then I just used some pretty tags. I wrote the title and stamped the number and some pumpkins, which matched really well with the artwork on the candle. And I didn't write anything because it's pretty self-explanatory, but I really love how I was able to find elements that work so well with this paper. I love it so much. For day 7, it's no tricks, just coffee. And for this one, I didn't use any journaling as well. I was like really stuck on this 3x4 journaling card from Cocoa Daisy. I really, really wanted to use it. So I cut it out. It was a 3x4 white card with this circle element in the center. So I cut it out, and then I wanted to replicate that throughout. So I took a photo of my mugs. I don't have that many actually, so just my 3 Halloween mugs, and added a number here and also some papers and stickers to kind of go with the vibe of the story. So that is day 7. So, okay, day 8 was Favorite Memes Roundup. So this was fun. I got to go and just like look on Instagram for what I was feeling and just, saving I printed them out on my Canon selfie photo printer, and I thought it was just kind of a cool way to document what I was feeling in 2024. I just made this on my computer and printed it out, and that one was done. Okay, so this one was fun. So on the, sorry, this is 9. I didn't put a number. Oh, I did. Look at this. This is so funny. So 9 right here on day 9. This, acetate number is actually from Studio Calico. I've had it for so long and I'm so happy I got to use it. So I added a white glassine baggie, and this day I was doing a little bit of shopping with Starseed Homestead, and so I wrote a little journaling here, and she was doing a live sale or a story sale, and I'll also link her down below in the description because she's my absolute favorite. So I just, had gotten my order. It was getting shipped. The sale was previous, but this was the day that it was shipped. So that was exciting to me. When the items arrived, she had sent along this sticker, so I just added it in with this story. And I love the way it all came together. I used a alpha from Paige Evans, and then I just used a permanent marker here and some stamping, and I thought it just really went with the vibe of Quinn from Starseed Homestead, and Feeling Witchy was obviously the prompt. So let's move on. Okay, so this one is a 2-page spread, and I was so inspired by Christine from Cocoa Daisy. She had also created a spread on this page in this notebook, and I absolutely loved it. So while I was going out back in day 2, I also took these photos, and I had changed the colorway to match this vibe. And the prompt was 10-10, so I had gone out and took a photo and made this spread on the 10th. So page 11 is Spooky Breakfast. So we did not actually eat pancakes on the 11th, but a couple days later I made sure we did have pancakes, and we put them on our new ghost plates. And I created a couple of tags. This is from Prima, the Luna collection. I have used them scattered throughout this book as well. And this was a fun one to make because I was so happy. I was so happy to make this bow here. So I used the punch board, which was my first time to make this cute bow, and I was happy to be able to make this spread flow because this is a very strong pattern and I didn't quite know how to make it work. So I was happy to just add a little bit of that with the pocket and then the bow. And this was an older sticker from a Cocoa Daisy collection, which went perfectly. I guess I don't have it here either, but the Spooky Breakfast was the prompt, and I really love how it came together. Okay, so moving on to day 12. I'm gonna have to talk faster because we're not even halfway through. Okay, so day 12 is Strange and Unusual, and we had headed out. We went on a little day trip, and I had this photo of my kids, which they're super cute and strange and unusual all at the same time. So I just documented that. So day 13 is fall selfie. And I actually at this point hadn't taken a fall selfie, and I really wanted to document this photo. So this photo was taken on the 6th. So I wanted to make sure it was in the album, and I thought this was a perfectly fine place to use it. So I ended up using the Little Bee Cottage collection from Cocoa Daisy, so their September collection, and they had these beautiful pressed flowers, which I am so happy I got to use. I used some of the puppy stickers, the washi, 2 types of papers, the rub-ons, here's some of an actual pressed leaf, which kind of got, you know, eaten up by my kids' little hands, but it's okay. And I really love that I was able to document this photo, you know, even though it didn't land on the 6th, which was favorite fall scent, I was actually able to put it in. And it's super sweet, and I'm happy to document it. Day 14. So this one is Boo or Whatever, and I think I did a good job. It was Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving, and I just wrote Thanksgiving with all my boos, used an app to create a collage and printed it out, put a sticker from last year's Autumn Whispers collection, and that was it. Called that one done. So 15 was favorite fall snack, and this is, I love how this one came out. So this is an older card, 3x4 card from Coco Daisy. I just found it in my stash, one that I hadn't used, and I thought it went perfectly. I had taken this photo of this nut mix that I had bought at Target while I was in the States over the summer, and I absolutely loved it. And I've been eating it ever since. So I cut it out and then added some glitter dots, and I just thought it was a super fun page, especially because of the pumpkins, you know, and the snack idea. I love it. I really love how that one came out. Okay, so this one's a little bit scary. So this one is Killer Fashion. So this day I stamped these out. I was wearing my bat sweater, which was awesome, but I was holding Krispy Kreme donuts, and I just did some stamping here. Terrifying smile, cute sweater though. That's what I wrote. I used some puffy alphas from Paige Evans, some stickers, some stamps, and called that a day. I really wanted to try to stick with the prompt, but this was all I got. Okay. For the next day, so day 17 is Creature of the Night, and I thought this was super cool because it happened to land on the same day as our prompt, which was Stickers Who Come Out at Night. So I do a lot of work in the Year of Stickers sticker book from BFF Sticker Club. So this is stickers of the day and sticker challenges per week, and it ended up being a similar prompt, which I thought was super fun. So I just printed the prompt on vellum, and I put it in between there, and then took a picture of my completed challenge. So I thought that was pretty fun. Day 18, is Monster Mash. So I stamped out that. Sorry, I need to get a drink. And this day we had gone downtown Toronto, and we went to Casa Loma, which was pretty cool because there actually were a lot of monsters there. They had their Halloween set up. So I just added a few photos of our tour and a little journaling and called it a day. For 19, Cozy Weather, I took a photo of when we were sitting outside by our fire pit. I added some rub-ons and some die cuts and a 3x4 card. And honestly, at this point is when I kind of was like exhausted. By day 19, I was keeping up. I was like going really hard, and then I was kind of burning out by this point. So this is kind of where it halted, and then I got back into it at the end of the month. So for day 20, this prompt was From Where I Stand. So I love that this paper was here. I had gone out for a walk with my girlfriend, and she snapped this photo of me and sent it. I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I used this cute little leaf here with a quote and just wrote the title here. No journaling necessary. And then, so for day 21, it's Sweet Tooth, and I love that I had this card here from a Doodlebug paper. So I wrote out all my favorite candies, put all my Halloween candy related stickers and die cuts and chipboard on here. This one I had actually won when I had made my purchase from Starseed Homestead. So I had gotten that and it was so good. They were freeze-dried candy corn. Yeah, super fun. Loved those. So I just, filled this page out and moved on to the next one. Okay, so this is where I start to go a little bit kind of just working it how I can. I wanted to get a currently page in here, and I didn't really know which prompt to use for that. So I just took 22, which was double feature picture show. I mean, I was kind of working it in like it's a show of my life. Anyways, I wasn't watching any Halloween movies, and so I just thought this was good enough. So I actually used one of the papers from Coco Daisy's November collection because I had just received that and it was super pretty. I love a ledger. And then I just wrote down all of my currentlies right now, which I'm happy to get in here because that's just really like to the point information about my life at this time. And then for the following day, a little scary, I actually had this idea ready to go a while back, but I just knew because this and it's in my journaling here, but doesn't this remind you of Saw, like from that movie Saw? It's that scary movie when he's like anyways, he rides a little tricycle. So creepy. So my son was riding and it was perfect for this prompt. And I'm happy to, find a way to add our October pictures into here however I can. So I thought that was pretty creative. So on to day 24, I used another envelope from Felicity Jane. And actually, that's a Happy Planner sticker. I always forget that I have like so many Happy Planner sticker books. So that was a Halloween one. So I was happy to use that. I just cut out a tag and did a little photo strip here of the the prompt was comfort food, and it was the night that my husband and I went out on a date. So I kind of talked about both what we ate and our date night. I just have a couple of, faces covered here, but Ghouls Night Out was the prompt for this one, and it was the perfect day because my daughter went for a cheerleading Halloween dance party. So I just used a fun pick frame collage, these triangles. I thought that was pretty cool just to change it up. Printed it out and added some stickers from Little Boo Thing and Paige Evans as well as some Studio Calico ones for the for the little like tickets for the party. I thought that was pretty fun. Okay, so for day 26, autumn sunsets. I did not have autumn sunset. I didn't take a photo of any sunsets throughout October, and I also knew that I wanted to include my daughter cutting, or oh my gosh, what is it called? Carving pumpkins. So she went and did this at a friend's house, and I wanted to make sure this was included in, obviously, this October daily. So I scratched autumn sunsets and just included this instead. I was happy to have some of this pumpkin paper left, and I kind of just added in all the pumpkin stickers that I could and some die cuts and a little journaling here, and I thought that was super cute, and I'm happy I got that in. So for day 27, the prompt was filter me please. So of course, the best part, I got to go on Snapchat and take some fun photos with their Halloween filters. Not much journaling necessary, of course, but my son's in there with me and I thought that was pretty fun. And this was the paper that was chosen, so I just kind of tried to deck it out a bit more Halloween-y. Okay, so day 28, we're almost to the end. So the horror, a little difficult too. I just, it's a stretch. So my son had gone and got his haircut, his second haircut, and we added a little bit of red for his costume. So I kind of went with that was the horror. Did a little bit of journaling, added a chipboard from Paige Evans and called that one done. So for day 29, it was the prompt was It's Magic, and I really do feel like this one worked out so well. We got new outdoor house lights, so they're LEDs, and there's an app and you can change the colors. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I used a little flip out to do some journaling, and this paper is from Little Boo Thing. I had bought these cute vellum, like they're just vellum die cuts of ghosts, so cute, from a store nearby. Added some star stickers and some glitter dots, and I thought that was just really fun, really cute page to document our house. And there's just like different settings, Halloween settings to choose from. Okay, last 2 pages here. So day 30 was Halloween Hygge, and I did not really have anything to do for that, but I did want to include this little activity that my husband and I did. So I actually used day 30 of the Ellie Edwards numbers. I had just gotten them and I thought it was the perfect time. So this opens up. So I have the title here and the journaling here. And so basically this was just a little Instagram activity that my husband and I did, where you have a template, a 9-grid template of 9 things. So like color and hobby and a flower and a food. Anyways, you do it for yourself and you do it for your partner, and then you see how it, how it differs or is similar. And I think we did pretty good. I really thought it was such a fun activity, and we had done that on the 30th, so it was a good finishing prompt. And then finally, for the last day, All Hallows Eve, obviously there are so many more photos that I took of my kids and their costumes and trick-or-treating, but I wanted to just put this large one of the whole family in their costumes right before we headed out for the night. I had some sequins that I added, a puppy sticker, Happy Halloween, and I wanted to add, since I had added trim here, I just wanted to make sure I added another one. And that is it. Okay, I don't know. I hope I didn't go too fast. I hope I didn't go too slow, but I really hope you appreciated seeing how this all came together, and I hope it inspires you to try to do one next year. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.